welcome back to my video. In this occasion, I would like to make a video about how to make a good presentation. I make this video to fulfill my midterm test of speaking for academic presentation subject. So let's get started away to the presentation. Before we know how to make a good presentation, let's take a look to the definition about academic presentation. So what is academic presentation? Academic presentation is an effective way to introducing or presenting our scientific result. So academic presentation is also a part of presentation as well, but academic presentation is more related to scientific or something related to academic. After we know what is the definition of academic presentation, now let's take a look to why we make good presentation. So there are 4 reasons why we must make a good presentation. This is also the same like the benefit of a good presentation. First, presentation content is not for you as the presenter. It is for your audience. Your content will allow your audience to get your message and take them to the journey with you. Good content will educate and inform the audience and then give the information that they will remember. Steve Jobs gave numerous presentations during his time as a CEO at Apple and is well known of his good presentation till this day. Why and how can? Because he keep his audience engaged. He allow his content to be simple and full of emotive language, which mean can make his audience related to him. This is allowed him to return to get the strong message for his audience. Now to the second reason why we make a good presentation. Good presentation contributes a lot to individual growth. Being a good presenter contributes a lot in individual growth, especially for those who want getting into the field of marketing. This is because your presentation is detrimental of how well you can convince your audience. Further, being a good presenter is giving you a chance to connect with many people and giving you a chance to success in the future. Now we move to the third reason why we make a good presentation. The third reason is you will learn to communicate better in real life. Presentation skills are an impressive and powerful tool that will take you so much further than just speaking in front of the classroom. With our communication skill training, you'll become a good presenter all around and may share your ideas clearly. Now we move to the last reason why we make a good presentation. Good presentation help you in the business success. There's no doubt that the best presenter is the one who can know how to connect with their audience. This ability to connect with the people give the more big chance to connect with all the employees around the world. Of course, people want to work with the one who are confident, engaging, and interesting. Now we move to the main topic, 10 tips for good presentation. The first tips is show your passion and connect with audiences. It's hard to be relaxed and to be not nervous when you are presenting. But the time and again, the great presenters say that the most important thing is to connect with your audience. So the best way to do that is let your passion shine through. And then the second tip is focus on your audience needs. Your presentation needs to build around of what your audience will get from your presentation. As you prepare for the presentation, you need to bear in your mind what your audience needs and what your audience wants to know from a presentation, not what you can tell them. Now move to the third tips. The third tip is keep it simple and concentrate on your core message. When planning your presentation, you must keep in mind, what is the key of my presentation? You should be able to communicate the key of your presentation to the audience briefly. Now we move to the fourth tips. Smile and make eye contact with your audiences. This is sound very easy and very common tips in the presentation, but surprisingly a large number of presenters are fail to do it. If you smile and make an eye contact, you are building a rapport and help the audience to connect with you and your subject. When you smile, you are also feel less nervous because you are talking to the individual, not to a great mass unknown people. And then the 5 tips. Start strongly. The beginning of the presentation is the crucial time because you must grab your audience's attention and hold it. They will give you a few minutes grace to let you entertain them before they switch off if you are dull. So don't waste your time by explaining who you are, why you're here, and what you will present at, but start to entertaining them. Now we move to the 6 tips. The 6th tip is remember the 10, 20, 30 rules for the slideshow. This is a tip from Guy Kawasaki of Apple. He suggests that 10. Our slide must not contain more than 10 slides. 20. Our presentation must not more than 20 minutes. And 30. Our font size of the presentation must not less than 30 points. These 10, 20, 30 rules help you to not put too much information in your presentation. This is to avoid the death by PowerPoint. If you need to provide more information, you can say it by spoken or say it after your presentation, not in your slideshow. And now the 7 tips. Tell stories. Human beings are programmed to respond to the stories. Stories may help you to grab audience attention and also help them to remember by your stories. Think about the story what you are going to tell to your audience and then try to make a presentation based on your stories. Now move to the 8 tips. Use your voice effectively. The spoken word actually is a pretty inefficient of communication. That's why we must use a slideshow to present our presentation. Measure the speed and the tone of your voice so that can make your voice more interesting and can hold your audience attention by your voice. And now move to the 9 tips. Use your body. It has been estimated that more than 3/4 of communication is non-verbal. It is mean that as well as your tone voice, your body language is also crucial to get your message across. So during the presentation, you can make your gesture open and confident, move naturally around the stage and among the audience if it's possible. And now is the last tips. Relax, breathe, and enjoy. If you find the presenting is difficult, it must be hard to be relaxed and enjoy during your presentation. One option is to start by concentrating your breath. Make sure that you are breathe fully. If you can bring yourself relaxed, you will almost bring yourself to presenting better. And that's all of my presentation. I hope you did have fun and gain new knowledge from this presentation. Thank you for paying attention and I'm sorry if there are any wrong words from my presentation. See you!